In today's video, we are going to talk about some of the lessons that we have learned. If we're honest, some of us have learned a lot of lessons by the time we became an adult, but we decided to do things differently because we didn't want to do what our parents taught us to do, or we didn't think they knew what they were talking about, or ... fill in the blank. And so I was thinking how some of us have been successful in teaching our teenagers how to be independent adults, and some of us may have struggled. And I just wanted to say that not all the time is it the parents' fault, because some parents have tried their best to get these kids to understand, like, this is important. Doing the dishes is very important, because how else are you gonna keep a clean kitchen before you decide to cook food? And like, just kitchen etiquette, like, do you know to wash your hands before you try to give somebody some ice to put into their drink? See? And I think COVID kind of helped everybody appreciate infection control and hand washing and keeping a clean kitchen and bathroom and stuff like that. So if you weren't doing it before, I hope that you're doing it now, because it proves to be in our best interest. You remember in the beginning, we couldn't even find wipes, but we all felt good with the Pine Sol, Lysol, whatever we had at the house. Mix it with bleach if you need to. But like, definitely keeping a clean house is important. Another lesson is trying to get these kids to learn how to cook. And usually you start with something to eat. Like, you usually start with like dessert. Like, let's bake cookies, brownies, cupcakes, to get them kind of excited and to get them to like build their confidence. Like, can you read the box? Like, what's the half a cup? What's a whole cup? What's this? What's that? Okay. Then they get a little older and you're ready to progress. And some of these kids, boys and girls, they don't want to progress. And all I'm going to say is this, just like I told my kids. I got boys. And I told them, nowadays, women are looking for men who can feed themselves. So that means if you're both working and you get home first, she's not going to want to come home from work and figure out what y'all going to eat. You should be able to put you something together. I'm not saying you got to do a whole Thanksgiving spread, but be able to do the basics. Be able to cook a few meals and just put it in rotation. Because what's happened is, back in the day, a lot of women were, the full-time cooks, full-time clean, just kind of stay at home, didn't really work. And so standards were different. But now that they're working and they're getting tired, they are like, we're not even about to come home and do all this. And some people are still doing it, and they're getting burnt out in the process, and they don't even know how to ask for help because they have been programmed to feel like that's their job as the woman. And some of us feel like, no, everybody in the house needs to chip in and do what they got to do, because guess what? We all live here together. So we do need to like kind of shift that mentality, if it still exists, because people are getting burnt out. And it's all for stuff that if they could just speak up and things can change, then you won't have that stress of the house got to be sparkling clean 24/7, all this and that. Yes, you want a clean house, but at the same time, if you're not living alone, maybe you don't have to be the only one cleaning. I can't tell you what to do at your house, but like, I don't have a problem taking out the garbage. I don't have a problem doing anything. But I need everybody to have that same energy. That's all. As long as we all got that same energy, it's all good at my house. Just saying, we got to do things different because too many people are burnt out. Too many people are burnt out, and like being burnt out is like the new norm, and we got to change that. We got to change that. And I meet so many women just at my job alone, the patients. They come in and like they're burnt out, and they don't even realize that from being burnt out, from dealing with stress or not dealing with stress, their body is showing signs of different illnesses or whatever, or sometimes they can't even figure things out. And sometimes the only answer is stress. But because we don't want to deal with the stress or acknowledge the stress or even handle the stress, we run away from that. But no, it got to be something else. It got to be something else. And sometimes I'm telling you, it's as simple as the stress. The stress. So I ask all the older ladies at my job, like, how do you deal with stress? And the majority says yoga and meditation. Yoga and meditation. And I was like, what? So I tried it. And it was good. And I was like, okay, I'm going to keep up with this routine because it seems to be helping the most successful patients that I have. So why not give it a shot? And the meditation piece helps to calm your brain down, calm your thoughts down, because we're always thinking. I don't know about y'all, but I tell you, I can think. Like, don't ask me about a 5-year plan because it'll be in my brain every day, all day. And not just a couple of bullets, like literally everything I think I'm going to be doing for 5 years. My brain is like, don't forget, this is what we're going to do. Then we're going to go there. Then, we got to do that. You know what I mean? Like, it's just too much. It's too much. That's why some of us have trouble sleeping, because we can't even stop the thoughts. And once I learned how to meditate effectively, I was so in shock, like, 5 minutes, I didn't think about nothing. Oh God, is that a beautiful feeling? You got to give it a try. Now I will say this, there's different types of meditation, and you just have to figure out what you like. Like, sometimes I like a certain kind, and then sometimes I don't. Sometimes I don't mind music. Sometimes I don't mind the guided meditation. Sometimes I like body scan. I like the body scan because it's taught me how to listen to my body. And as you focus on different parts of your body, you can kind of tell which part of your body needs a little more attention or where the stress is actually coming from. So I do think that meditation works, and that everybody should give it a try. Because anything we can do to increase our longevity and our mobility, I'm all for it. So I try to do meditation every day. Sometimes I might miss the mark, especially when I work. But even when I work, I try to do a sleep meditation. Even if I don't need it, even if I'm knocked out in 2 seconds, I still try to do one, because it does help me clear my head, and then I wake up in a more healthy headspace. So that's just something to try out if you haven't already tried it. They have multiple apps available. You can use Calm, Insight Timer. I'm sure whatever's free on your phone. Even YouTube. I started off with YouTube, and I don't know, it was good. So I like it, along with journaling. Journaling helps me release the thoughts, especially if something emotional is going on. Any type of emotion, anxiety, fear, anger, love, whatever. Sometimes you just have to write it down to be able to function in a clear headspace. So we got to start doing what we got to do to be in a clear headspace. And I think I've talked way too long as usual, but it's all good. I'll probably post these as 2 separate videos. And I don't know, I'm just always looking for ways to get better, do better, stay well, all this stuff. So just kind of came out to the park because I haven't been walking outside in a few days. And sometimes my you see these bugs? I forgot to put off on, but anyway. Sometimes my schedule gets so busy that I just don't have the strength to come outside and do a walk, but I do try to do something. I have to do something because my brain feels better when I do. When I don't, it's like, I can't even think straight. So I'm just out here working on being the best me I can be. And I just share it with y'all while I do it. But I think that's it. So until next time, walk in integrity, walk in the park, walk in the streets, walk in your neighborhood, walk in your driveway, walk wherever you gotta walk. But walk in integrity, learn your worth so that you know your worth, so that you can always walk in it. See you guys. Be blessed.